Time for like another 20-minute read because I've learned that long reads equal bad loading times equal not so fun reading times for me. And to celebrate this, I will start reading immediately in my new soft voice that I don't like talking in because I read super slow and without feeling. But people don't like when I make mistakes. So, it was really pitiful. My knuckle didn't even crack. Okay. The next 3 or 4 months were some of the happiest time Ditzy had in years. With the cat finally out of the bag about her job, the mare found herself able to be honest with her daughter once again. Breeze was promptly invited to dinner once again, and this time the three ponies were able to have a proper conversation, in which the two adult ponies discussed some of their funniest and most memorable moments in the business. Dinky had laughed herself to tears by the time Ditty had finished the story about her visit to Pinkie Pie's imaginary world. Ditzy still often found herself wondering what 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 is this? What is this? Oh man, really? Really? Oh, thank you. Pero me lo puede guardar la próxima vez. Hello, messed up mother. Bye bye. See you later. Goodbye. Ditzy still often found herself wondering about Glow's strangely sound logic. That countered. Oh wait, did I mess up? No, I didn't. Ditzy still often found herself wondering about Glow's strangely sound logic that countered Candy Floss's theory of shipping. But the generally positive nature of her home life, combined with the continued support of her friends at home, at work, and her still phenomenal success rates at her assignments, left her with little reason to dwell on it. Glow herself seemed content for the moment to allow Ditzy to stew in her own thoughts, and the Pegasus was glad her rival hadn't tried to add any more misery to her life lately. This recording isn't going as good as I thought it was going to go. Rumors were going around that Glow's already impressive shipping success rates were increasing as well, but not as fast as Ditzy's. At this rate, it wouldn't be much longer until the Gray Mare passed Glow's totals and obtained the company record. The other employees encouraged Ditzy to continue to shine, since their opinions of Glow, Breeze in particular, had plummeted since Ditzy's arrival had led the unicorn to display the full extent of her nastiness. Ditzy was often met with congratulations from her more sociable co-workers when she returned triumphant from yet another assignment, often just as much as the purpose of spiting Glow than celebrating the Pegasus' success. One more new item kept Ditzy's agenda quite busy: the application process to get Dinky into Celestia's Academy for Gifted Unicorns. However, immediately after Cloudcover's visit, Ditzy had delved into research about the prestigious school, and was amazed to learn about the many awards it had won and the fantastic students it had produced. Ponyville held a notable example in the form of Twilight Sparkle. It was unquestionably the best institution for magical study anywhere in Equestria. Princess Celestia even took the time to teach one of the most advanced classes, and Princess Luna, who had far fewer royal duties, taught several. The application process, however, was lengthy. Ditzy found herself plagued with paperwork as she tried to send just about every bit of existing information about her daughter to the office of the Academy's dean in Kennerlaw. It was a taxing process. Ditzy spent hours sifting through her family records, but perhaps it would be worth it if Dinky could have a shot at getting Equestria's best magical education. And so it was business as usual, until one sunny autumn afternoon Ditzy trotted back into headquarters, although through with her assignment and unaware that a very eventful day was actually just getting started. The lounge door swung open, and the mare took 2 steps into the room before finding herself suddenly nose to nose with Glow. The unicorn wore an almost bored expression, staring at Ditzy with her cold eyes. "Ditzy," she greeted, with no hint of emotion in her voice. "How are you?" Ditzy took a step back to prevent Glow's continued impingement on her personal space. I'm fine. Why? I suspect you were successful today, as usual, Glow continued, still acting as if she could hardly care less about the mother mare's answers. Why? Asked Ditzy curtly. Glow opened her mouth to respond, but closed it again after a moment. The blank stare the unicorn was delivering was beginning to put the gray mare on edge. Look, Glow, get to the point, Ditzy chanced, knowing Glow would be reluctant to let her anger explode when the others were present. What do you actually want? I took a peek at some of the recent files, the unicorn said. I can't help but notice the numbers. They're intriguing, to say the least. I hadn't noticed, Ditzy answered honestly. I haven't looked at the records in months. Well, the records show that the current total success rates for our assignments, and I believe as of last night, they showed a most startling proportion. It seems that you, Ditzy dear, are now one of not now not are now only one success behind me. A single mission. That's all that keeps you from trailing my lofty record. Well, how about that? Said Ditzy with a smirk. I bet now you're worried and that we're tied. But you'll get a little break today. I failed my assignment this morning. Glow's features showed relief, but only for an instant, before she caught herself and molded them back to the thoughtless stare once again. I see. But it shouldn't really matter, Ditzy said. I've told you ages ago, I really don't care about the numbers, Glow. I care about helping ponies who need me. Glow's temper flared, but she didn't yell. Instead, she responded in a more angry bliss. Listen, you wall-eyed waste of space. I will always be here, and I will always be the best at equestrian speeding shipping services. Don't you dare let yourself believe that you will overtake my record. We'll see, said Ditzy defiantly. A conveniently timed call from Candyfloss sent Glow away on her assignment. Ditzy watched her disappear, and with an indignant snort, turned and trotted over to Breeze as usual. That's the spirit, Breeze said, as his co-worker arrived at his side. Don't let her get to you. She's just full of hot air, like always. It bugs me, though, Ditzy said. I just can't find a way around Glow's argument about how shipping really works. I mean, I failed today's mission, and because of her, I have to wonder if I just messed up the future of another couple's love of love-struck ponies. Why would Candyfloss lie to you? Breeze asked. You got his explanation, and you've got Glow's. How is that even a contest? I know what you mean, Ditzy answered. I'm kind of conflicted. On one hoof, Candyfloss is a pony I can trust. He's friendly and supportive and has no reason to lie to me. As far as I know, while Glow has given me every reason to mistrust her. But on the other hoof, all Candyfloss has is a theory. Believing him is based on faith in his wisdom, not fact. Glow's argument uses hard evidence to disprove what he says. Maybe there is a hole in Glow's logic somewhere, Bree suggested. Are you sure she isn't just giving you a partial view of the situation so that only from her custom vantage point, it only looks like she's right? I've been trying to find a loophole for this for months, Ditzy claimed. But as much as I hate to admit it, Glow isn't the easiest pony to outsmart. Getting under her skin as much as it's getting into yours, though, Breeze said slyly. She is not too happy about you attempting to pass her record. Watt follows her around sometimes, and he mentioned to me that Glow spends a lot of times ranting about you when outside the office. Ditzy grinned. Well, I suppose any pony would be a little miffed if some pony beat their record, even without trying. And in such a short time, Breeze commented. How long have you been working here anyway? Well, today is the anniversary of the day that I was fired at Cloud's Mail and Freight, Ditzy pointed out, which means the day after that is the anniversary of the day I was hired here. I have to see how much time has passed because see another error message. Urgh! I'm not gonna read that again. If I have to read that, I'm going to be pissed. going to be miffed. You know, I'm going to do shorter videos now, so it's going to be